Here we go. It is the start of October here at Los Alamitos Racecourse. And Chris, looking at my calendar, October, from here on out, from October till Champion of Champions and 2 Millions weekend, it is jam-packed. Every single weekend we'll have something to look forward to, whether it's trials, greatest stakes events, futurity finals, whatever it may be. From here to December, nonstop action.
Non-stop action. You've got some great runners. You got some shippers coming in for the trials and the Golden State Million coming up. And, of course, the Deuce later on at the season. Nothing but top-notch runners coming in through the whole racing season. Got Heath Taylor shipping some monsters in from Rio Dos. And he's having a great season no matter the venue. Yes. Heath Taylor is. And, of course, you got to impress him. Horse who's well-meant and well-named. And he's just something else. He's coming up here in a couple of weeks, too. It's some monster races. It's just a great week, great month or two of closing out the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous 2-3 months here to close out the season. And since you brought up Impress, let me show the nominations for. Actually, it's a little bit tough to see for the viewers here, but a little bit of that. I'll mention some of the nominations there for next weekend's Robert Boniface Invitational Championship. Apolitical Pence, Monte Rosa, Candy Blood, Cato Cove, Circle City. There's Impressive's name there. Flashback, Gentleman Chuck, Mr. Tornado, Otherworld, and Powerful Favorite. So those are just some of the names there that we could see in next week's championship. So a stacked field should be expected next week here in the championship.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible race. You got some runners in there that have just been going great guns throughout the season. You got a horse like Circle City. He's got so much talent, but he causes his own problems. Yeah. If he could ever just mind his manners in the gate and break and run straight, he could put some big numbers up on the board there. But, of course, you got Impressive and some other shorts coming in with some huge numbers. It'll be a great weekend of racing next week as well. Kicking things in.
Via the magic of television and technology, Chris, it looks like I'm like maybe 10 feet from you because you're inside the Vessels Club, right? This would be the view right outside the terrace, right there in the patio in the Vessels Club. So I'm playing a little bit with toys technology today. So I'm about 10 feet away from you. Let's call it that. So this is the view that horse players and patrons can have if they come and visit us in the Vessels Club. You can grab a chair and a table right out here in the terrace and enjoy the races there at Los Alamitos. Let's talk racing. Saturday night, we got the PCQHRA Breeders Derby going on Saturday night. We got the Futurity on Sunday. We'll talk about the races on Saturday here. You got a horse to start the late pick 4 sequence in race number 6.
Yeah, late pick 4 off. I'm going to give a horse a look here. A horse got a good amount of talent, but always seems to find trouble. And he's coming back and running one of my favorite angles, coming back quick. I love it when they do that. Yeah. We're talking about Enza. This horse for Don Ferris was like the third choice in that last effort and did run 6 beat multiple lengths, but had a good amount of trouble. Broke slow, bumped back, and was crossed, slow in the stride, and basically guzzled the final half with a good amount of run. Yep. And then he galloped out with a nice turn of foot into the clubhouse turn and galloped out very strong. He's got a lot of talent, coming back quick. And if he breaks at that nice morning line there, I think it's like 6 or 8 to 1, he's got a big look here. He's coming out of post number 2 in that race 7 nights ago.
Yeah, so a quick turnaround here. You can see it wasn't the best of starts, and also, she was fractious, excuse me. That probably cost her an opportunity to run at her best, right?
Yeah, she got fractious in the gate, kind of leaned back at the start, was slow in the stride, cross. And you notice a nice size runner, and this horse was starting out nicely near the wire, but was under a tight hold because she wasn't going to improve her position much. And so they saved her for tonight. Galloped out pretty well, and if she can break, and for some reason, when they come back quick, they seem to get out of the gate a little bit better. We'll see if that happens this week with Enza. As you can see, she did break, she got fractured in the gate, broke slow, leaned back at the start, was slow in the stride, but finished better look under a hold, and earned a pretty good figure on my charts with all that trouble factored in and tight hold. The tighter they pull, the faster I count, and this horse, everything factored in, earned a pretty good figure on my charts, and with the big quick comeback, has a chance there for Don Fires, whose barn's going great guns as we speak, quarter horse and thoroughbred for that matter.
Yeah, right about that. The barn is having good success with the thoroughbreds as well. So Enza, and I just submitted my selections for the night lines, Chris. I don't know if you're gonna like this or not. We might jinx each other because this is my topic as well. I like this horse as well. Uh, I, I look. I like the morning line price. I think she's gonna get bet down a little bit. But if I can get 4-1, and we can get 4-1, I would take that price on Enza.
Yeah, I sure would too, because the talent is there. It's just a matter of getting out of the gate. And Rodrigo aboard, known as a good gate rider. This horse can get out of the gate. And when they come back quick, for some reason, they come back quick. They come out of the gate a little bit better. And this horse gets away clean. It's a very closely matched affair on this event. 7 of the 8 are very close, like within half a length of each other. But if Enza can get out of the gate, has a nice look at a nice price. That's my prize play and your top pick in that 6th event. Get up that late pick 4.
Are we in agreement that the main threat is the 8? Is that what you're thinking right here? Outside post, first time off the claim. What do you think about the 8?
Yeah, thinking guy had was our top pick last time with trouble prior, had all kinds of trouble from the inside post and was locked and loaded last time. Broke from post number 2. Also had some trouble in that affair, but Valentin Zamudio, very good off of the claim. First and or second time, draws well. If this horse can get away clean, has a chance to be right there early and late. Of course, with that 5-2 program, can't get nothing by Ed. But Enza's got a price. Got to look at the price there in that 6th event.
All right, so that's a look at race number 6, the start of the late pick 4 sequence on Saturday night. That late pick 4 will conclude with the running of the PCQHRA Breeders Derby. Chris, thank you so much for that selection. Hopefully we ride with what's that saying? We all boats lift together or something like that.
Yes.
Whatever that saying is, let's lift the tide together with Enza there at 6-1.
Let's hopefully get out. That filly gets away clean or runs to her ability and gets there at a nice price for us there. Kicking on that late pick 4.
All right, what else are you tackling for the Nightlines as far as simulcast signals?
Well, simulcast, we got Lone Star. I think it's closing out night for them. They close it out with the Dash for Cash Futurity, and we handicap races 3 through 10. Of course, we tackled the first 5 at Albuquerque. It's their closing weekend as well. So closing weekend at Albuquerque and at Lone Star Park, and we'll try to help you along with those selections of the Nightline program. So give it a look. Try to help you out with some prices. And great weekend of racing here, Los Alamitos and simulcast-wise as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend of racing without a doubt with those finals there for the PCQHRA Breeders Series. Chris, thanks so much. Let's hope Enza gets a good start there on Saturday night.
We can only hope.
The Los Alamitos Halloween Carnival is back for the first time in 3 years. It's a fun night for the entire family on Saturday, October 29th. We'll have games for kids of all ages, pony rides, a costume contest for cash prizes, and more. Plus live horse action at Los Alamitos. Admission is only $3 for adults and free for children 17 and under. It'll be a howling good time. For info, call 714-820-2800 or visit losalamitos.com. Ed Allred's Rolling A Ranch, dedicated to the breeding of world-class quarter horses, like the Governor's Cup Futurity winner Frivolous and All-American Futurity finalist Sicario V. Ed Allred has another great consignment of yearlings at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale, October 1st and 2nd, with yearlings from the families of world champion He Looks Hot, Circle City, FDD Dynasty, Monopolist, Up and Atom, She Goes Up, and more. The yearlings from Ed Allred's Rolling A Ranch, October 1st and 2nd.
That is correct. This weekend, in addition to our great racing here at Los Alamitos with the stakes events, we'll be conducting the Los Alamitos Equine Sale right across the street from Los Alamitos in the beautiful sale grounds right there. So Saturday and Sunday there, the Los Alamitos Equine Sale will be in full effect. Now joined by Michael Rona, the voice of Los Alamitos. Michael, how you doing tonight? And we just ran the commercial for the upcoming Halloween Carnival. Is this going to be your first edition of the Halloween Carnival?
Yes, it will be. This is quite the few months for me because it was my first experience of the Winter Nationals recently. You know, there's certain things that just weren't possible to present in the last couple of years of the pandemic. So now I'm looking forward to checking out this Halloween Carnival. And I know you have fond memories of the event.
I dug up some evidence. I got some evidence for you. My bad beat therapist, which is my firstborn, Jackie, when she was about just under 1, we entered and we had her stroller converted into a taco truck. So I got a few photos here. Look at this. Taco truck was open for business. We had our aprons. We had our own little costume. So look, her stroller was outfitted. It took a lot of engineering on my part, right? A lot of Velcro, a lot of hot glue, things of that nature.
No doubt.
But that stroller turned into a taco truck. We entered the contest, and I believe we took maybe 3rd place in her age division, if I remember correctly. So we got some moolah out of the way with that taco truck back in 2016. So she's now a 2nd grader. She's a 6-year-old now. But yeah, come on out to the races at Los Alamitos. We'll have the Los Alamitos Halloween Carnival. Always a fun event, and good to see it back here after 3 years.
Oh, for sure. So you got the show dough.
Yes, I got the show though, and this year's carnival will be on Saturday, September 29th. So Saturday, September 29th, Halloween Carnival there at October 29th, Saturday at Los Alamitos. So coming out, a fun event for the entire family, all ages. And let me tell you, there's your first one, Michael, but the division of adults and over, there is some serious costumes. They go all out. Oh yeah, you got to see it to believe it. There's some serious competition going on across the board. So I can't wait. Always a fun night.
Now I've got to ask you about this backdrop, which looks magnificent,
Thank you.
whether it was inspired in part by my appearance from the booth the last couple of shows.
I couldn't get outdone. I said, Michael Runner's bringing it. I gotta bring it too. So I'm playing with a little new toy today with the green screen. It makes it look like I'm sitting right in the patio of the Vessels Club. So yeah, hopefully the viewers are enjoying this view. You can have this view here at Los Alamitos if you reserve a table out there in the Vessels Club patio. So do you like it? How does it look? Does it look good?
Oh, mate, it looks awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
Well played.
I like it. All right, let's go to the Saturday night races, and we'll talk about a horse that you like in the spot, and a horse that has had some pretty good success in the past and pretty good efforts, right?
Yeah, the PCQHRA Breeders Derby is the final race of 9 on Saturday night, 400 yards for the 3-year-olds. It's a shame that Favourite Honey, the fastest qualifier, is missing the race due to a minor hiccup. But we've still got a field of 9 talented 3-year-olds. It does open the race up a little more. And when I saw the post position draw, I started to gravitate towards a long shot called Insider Information, who has been on my radar all year. The first time I made a note of him was way back in January when he was finishing strongly and galloping out well. His first run at 400 yards was a trial to the El Primero del Año Derby back in March. And so we're going to delve back a few months for this replay highlight for you.
Mm-hmm. And this is he's been in some pretty good battles with some very classy runners. And we're going to take it back to March because this is a pretty good kind of comparison to what he's running tonight. This was at 400 yards. This was in a trial there for the El Primero. And he ended up finishing second to, at that point, the standout Golden Boy, right?
Yes, Golden Boy won easily, subsequently won the final, but we know how absolutely brilliant that horse is. Yeah. Insider Information ran on well. He passed 2 or 3 horses to get into the exacta. And I loved the fact that the closing split, the final eighth of a mile, was 9.38. That's really sizzling. And to run on strongly as he did, he was number 5 in this race in the yellow colours. And I thought it was a terrific performance to get up to second.
Yeah, and at this point, look, he was nearly 25-1. He was coming off of a little bit of a flat effort. But you're right. The way he's chasing a talented runner, the way he's still finishing with interest, and look at that final weight, 9.38. So he's always had the ability to kind of dance with this level of competition.
Yes. Now, he had a bad trip in the final, and realistically, he wasn't going to beat Golden Boy anyway. Subsequently, he was in a 400-yard stakes race in May. Again, he had a horrible trip. And his latest 3 races at this distance, Jose, he's had the rail every time, including in his trial to this PCQHRA Breeders Derby. I just like the combination of him getting to the outside post in a 400-yard race. The last time he drew the far outside was in an allowance race in April, and that was a 330-yard race. He closed very strongly, beaten a neck by a tidy horse, Cactus Jack, and that was a good effort, but it was 330. Now you've got the combination of the outside post and the 400 yards and 8-1. I know that this horse, Insider Information, has not won a race all year, but at the odds, I think he can be in the finish coming down the outside.
He was a purchase of the Los Alamitos Equine Sale in 2020 for $60,000 out of that good producer Katie Catella. So they always thought highly of him. So drawing the outside post, he finally gets off the rail. He's had the rail in 3 consecutive starts. this could be beneficial for this 3-year-old gelding.
Yes. Now, Sweet Tess has the rail, but that should hold no fear for her because she won the Los Alamitos Oaks from the rail. And as we know, she's a 400-yard specialist. Her effort behind Favorite Honey in the trial was tremendous. So I'm very concerned about her. I'm sure she'll be very tough to beat. But again, just at the relative odds, I think that there's reason to think that insider information might get a chance to show us really what he's made of in this spot.
It's going to be a fun renewal here of the PCQHRA Breeders Derby. Sweet Dash of Fire is at 5-2 from that post number 7. There's Favorite Habit and Michael's pick insider information at a nice healthy 8-1. Field of 9 set to go the distance of 400 yards on Saturday night at in that Grade 2 event.
What do you make of Sweet Dash of Fire being the morning line favorite? That actually surprised me slightly because Sweet Tess beat Sweet Dash of Fire in the Oaks and on one other occasion when the pair have clashed, and they ran almost identical time in the trials. I thought that Sweet Tess would probably be the morning line favorite in the absence of Favorite Honey, but Ed Burgart sees it differently, and who am I to question Ed Burgart when it comes to morning lines? What do you make of it?
I honestly, I went back and forth, and they're not separated by much, but I did think that it came down to that recent trial win by Sweet Dash of Fire to making that her the morning line favoritism. But I would consider the one a stronger contender if we're just ranking the two of them, because she won from the rail in the Oaks, and she closed with big strides. So to me, I think Sweet Tess, there's not going to be much separating them at post time, but Sweet Tess probably would take a little bit more as a slight play for me. But I'm looking forward to the final without a doubt.
Yes, they're both certainly high quality performers, but I would think that Sweet Tess is, well, put it this way, I consider Sweet Tess the biggest danger to my long shot pick. I kind of like the 10-1 exacta box.
All right, since we're already talking about the Derby, I'll tell you who my top pick is. And I actually made my top pick the 6, Just Being a Friend, who this one came out of a runner-up finish in Los Alamitos Million last season. Then he took a break. And I thought he ran relatively well off that lengthy layoff from February to September. Finished second to Sweet Dash of Fire. He did look like he was getting a little bit tired, but he's shown the ability that he can handle this distance without a doubt in previous races. So I'm just thinking that second time off the layoff, Michael, he could be a little bit stronger. And the morning line has attracted me as well, the 6-1 morning line. So this could be a more open race than just the 1 and the 7. You like the 9. I give the 6 a shot here as well here for Elena Andrade and Rodrigo Aceves.
Oh, yes, of course. Insider information's number 9, not number 10. I forgot it's a 9-horse field. Yeah. And again, even without Favorite Honey in the field, in many ways, it actually opens it up and throws a bone to a lot more otherwise fringe players.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Can't wait. There's Saturday night, race number 9. The PCQHRA Breeders Derby. And on Sunday night, we'll have the Futurity. So the Futurity will be on Sunday night. And usually, traditionally, on Sunday, also part of the undercard, we'll have Los Alamitos Wild West Futurity trials. So I expect we don't have the entries just yet for Sunday, but that's usually what is carded on Sunday night on the undercard, the trials for the Los Alamitos Wild West Futurity. So it's going to be a jam-packed weekend of action here at Los Al.
Yep, looking forward to every race, every day.
All right, Michael, good to see you. Good to hear you. Hope you like my background. How about this? Hope you like it. All right, I'll see you out there this weekend at Los Al.
Okay, well done, mate. Hooroo.
Burns Ranch stallions are strong in major stakes. Favorite Cartel sired 7 Grade 1 qualifiers in a single weekend.
DKAA will go 2 for 2, defeating Apolitical Jet.
Walk Through Fire also sired an Ed Burke finalist. He and Separate Interest each qualified 2 for the Los Alamitos Oaks. Burns Ranch also stands Fly Through the Fire, Mental Error, Foose, and MP Shining. Let Burns Ranch help you plan your racing future.
From the sale ring to quarter horse racing's biggest stage, graduates of the Los Alamitos Equine Sale have qualified to major stakes all around the country. Frivolous won the 2022 restricted Grade 1 Governor's Cup Futurity at Los Alamitos. Sicario V qualified to the 2022 Grade 1 All-American Futurity at Ruidoso Downs. Plus, many more graduates have also qualified to major races. The Los Alamitos Equine Sale returns with more outstanding prospects, October 1st and 2nd. Find your next star at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale. The Los Alamitos Halloween Carnival is back for the first time in 3 years. It's a fun night for the entire family on Saturday, October 29th. We'll have games for kids of all ages, pony rides, a costume contest for cash prizes, and more. Plus live horse action at Los Alamitos. Admission is only $3 for adults and free for children 17 and under. It'll be a howling good time. For info, call 714-820-2800 or visit losalamitos.com.
And picking up on the conversation of the PCQHRA Breeders Derby, we were just talking about, some of our selections. Mike Rona likes the 9. Inside information, I like the 6. Just being a friend. The 2 morning line favorites are going to be Sweet Dash of Fire in Gate 7. And also the 1 horse, Sweet Test, which she won the Los Alamitos Oaks back on March 26th. And here's an interview via Professor G talking to Pat Visscher and also to the team that helps Sweet Test get to the races, including her assistant trainer and her groom as well. So let's talk to Pat Visscher and learn more about Sweet Test and her team.
We're here right next to Sweet Test, the winner of the Los Alamitos Oaks, being petted by trainer Pat Visscher. Patty, she's going after the PCQHRA Breeders Derby this Saturday. She's quite a special filly, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She's very special.
And a cookie monster, from what I understand. Tell me that story.
Well, I was feeding everybody in the barn who always gets carrots. But when I put them in there for her, she won't eat them. If I chop them up small, she won't eat them. Don't matter what I do. If it's got carrots, she won't eat them. And so I went out and bought some cookies, and for horses, not for people. and she loves them. She'll eat those. No problem. She's kind of like myself. I don't like carrots either, but I do love cookies. So there you are. She says, see? So she's a good girl. She's really and she's really good to be around. She's just super. She's just really, really, really a good girl. She's not mean or anything. She's just very nice, very nice.
And good to be around as well is your assistant trainer, Palemon Saucedo, and your groom, Shorty. Tell me a little bit about these gentlemen.
So Shorty's really been a hand for me. He's helped me a lot. And then I call him Billy. That's what his name is for me. But he's been super.
Palemon,
he's been around helping me for many, I think over a year or 2 years now or something, maybe even longer. I can't remember. Everything goes so much easier. Except sometimes when I want to do something, he wants to do something, and it ends up
a meeting of the minds.
A meeting of the minds. You got it. But we get over it, and that's what you got to do. You just get over it. But he's really. I'm helpful that I got both of them. I'm really happy I got both of them, and it works out good. And Sis is happy too. Yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah, it takes a team to get a great horse like Sweet Test. You've always been pushing me to interview Palemon Saucedo because you think so highly of him. We finally got him today. So let's go to that interview right now.
Okay.
Pat Visscher is who I started with, and she is my mentor. I owe her everything. She's taught me a lot of what I've known now. Of course, I've learned from a lot of people here at the track, but she's taught me a lot here, and it's been great. I just hope she can last forever here because we're trying to keep her around as long as we can, that's for sure.
Tell me a little bit about working with this filly, Sweet Test.
Well, I've never worked with such a special horse. She's very special. Look at her. She understands what we're saying. She's almost like a human. She does everything right. What can I say about her? You guys see her performance out there. She's just great. It's just my job and Patty's job as well, just to keep her sound, keep her fit, and get her ready for Nicasio. Yeah.
What's your day like?
I start at 3:30 in the morning. I wake up at 3:30. I'm here about 4 o'clock. Make sure they have their little snack before Miss Patty Visscher gets here. I make sure the whole barn is ready to rock before she gets here. And myself and my groom Shorty just have everything ready for her and make things happen. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part of the day, I would have to say, seeing them relaxed, worked out, and then when they're shaving, they're just relaxed and ready for the next day. Especially this one, just getting her ready for the big one.
Well, there is. Thank you to the barn of Pat Visscher and her team for joining Professor G for an interview. And we got to learn more about Sweet Tess and also the team behind her. Best of luck to the connections there, looking for a big run in the PCQHRA Breeders Derby. Let's talk about one horse that I'm kind of looking forward to, and I made him my lock of the night, my best bet of the night there, and it's going to be in race number 7. Race number 7, it is part of the late pick 4 sequence, 300 yards for these fillies, maidens, 2-year-olds. And I like the looks of the Invader Apolitical Prada for Christopher Odell, Eduardo Nicasio. Made one start there on September 3rd at Ruidoso Downs. It was 19-1 in a field of 10, so she didn't take much betting support, but it wasn't that bad of a 4th place finish. I thought in that start on September 3rd, she bobbled there at the start while moving inwards to bump. She raced a little bit greenly, was moving around when the rider was kind of tapping her. And then she just, midway through the race, there was a rider and a horse that went down there on the left side of her. And at that point, the rider just took a hold of her to kind of, make sure everything was good. And so she ended up the race under a little bit of a light hold. It wasn't really asked for much there late. So everything that happened in that race, and she still managed to finish a pretty solid 4th, I thought, in that field of 10. She lands here at Los Alamitos. It is her first local start. From the experienced runners, I think we've seen what they can do up to this point. Touch of Fire is going to take some betting support. Heather Denise is dropping out of that futurity trial back into a maiden event. Pretty solid 3rd, 2 starts ago. Same goes with Texas, West Texas Prize, a pretty nice 2nd, 2 starts ago. So I think we got a pretty good idea of what these runners can run up to or can improve. I just think Apolitical Prada has a lot more upside. Only 1 start. Yes, running on first time on the lights could be tricky, but these connections were based here at Los Al for many, many years. And Eduardo Nicasio is back aboard. So Apolitical Prada will be my single, and I'll make that one my best bet of the night on Saturday night's program. Switching gears now to what's to come in the next couple of weeks here at Los Alamitos. Let's catch up with a video here by Professor G at Heath Taylor's barn, because he's brought a very strong contingent here to Los Alamitos for the winter, including the top 3 finishers of the All-American Futurity. First, let's look at the great Impressum. He's been impressive here at Los Alamitos. He's targeting the Los Alamitos Invitational Championship next weekend here at Los Al on Saturday, October 8th. He'll be looking to get another strong performance here for him. Heath Taylor's also brought out He's Judge and Jury, the winner of the All-American Futurity back on September 2nd at Ruidoso Downs, Labor Day. The 2nd place finisher was Sicario V, the gelding by Favorite Cartel. He was sold here at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale as He's Judge and Jury there. Very attentive in the barn to what's going around. Ears are up, paying attention. Sicario V there ended up finishing 2nd. You can see the photo there. He's Judge and Jury winning. That was the 4th, Chasing AJ, also trained by Heath Taylor. So he's got the Heath Taylor barn now has the 1, 2, and 3rd place finishers. The top 3 there coming out of the American Futurity. He was a trainer originally, of course, of He's Judge and Jury and Chasing AJ. But Sicario V, who was locally trained here by Jaime Gomez, now joins the barn of Heath Taylor. So Heath Taylor will have a very, very strong barn here the rest of the winter here at Los Alamitos. Well, that's going to do it for the preview show. Thank you for Christopher Wade and Mike Corona, Professor G, for the video access from the barn. And thank you to the viewer, for tuning in here to the program. PCQHRA Breeders Derby and Futurity this weekend at Los Alamitos. Come out to the racetrack and join us there on site. And also check out the Los Alamitos Equine Sale there going on across the street from Los Alamitos there in the beautiful sale grounds this Saturday and Sunday. And if you missed it last week, I'll leave you and wrap up the show here with a preview of the consignment by Rolling A Ranch. what they're going to be offering here at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale. Here it is. Enjoy, and thank you for watching.
Ed Allred, Quarter Horse Racing's all-time leading breeder, is dedicated to the breeding of world-class quarter horses, like graded stakes winners Circle City and Frivolous, and All-American Futurity finalist Sicario V. Allred's Rolling A Ranch will be represented once again by a great consignment of yearlings at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale. Here are just some of the top yearlings that are part of this tremendous consignment. Hip 10 is Chardonnay, a filly by Kitty Up and out of the highly productive broodmare Girl's Choice. This filly is a full sister to Grade 1 Charger Bar winner Kitty Up Cowgirl and What a Way to Go Stakes winner Hot Little Kitty. Chardonnay's second dam is the 3-time Derby winner Girl Secrets. Hip 13 is Trending Right, a filly by Kitty Up and out of the mare Hardlining. This filly is a half-sister to stakes winner and Edbert Million Futurity runner-up Unchangeable and Tuffy, a 4-time stakes winner in Canada. Hips 19 and 20 are full sisters, sired by the great stallion Favorite Cartel and out of the Corona Cartel mare Heart's Delight. Heart's Delight's dam is the 2-time AQHA champion Higher Fire. Hip 23, Hot Horse, is a Favorite Cartel colt from the family of Los Alamitos 2 million Futurity winner Worth Doing. This family traces back to AQHA Dam of Distinction and AQHA champion Dashing Phoebe. Hip 46 is Kingman High, a Favorite Cartel colt out of Kingman Kid. He's a half-brother to graded stakes winners Hula Pie and Oatman, and the stakes winner Old 66. This is the family of Grade 1 winners Separatist, Make It Anywhere, and Kingman Kid. Hip 57 is Twice Over, a Favorite Cartel colt out of Look Her Over. He's a half-brother to 2019 AQHA World Champion He Looks Hot and Grade 1 winner Once Over. Look Her Over has also produced stakes winners Watch Out, Take a Look, and Could Be Hotter. This is the family of AQHA champions Hawkinson, Hawkish, and Flamin' Flash. Hip 58 is a filly by Favorite Cartel and Look Her Over. A full sister to hip number 57, she's another of the top standouts from Allred's consignment. Hip 60 is a Favorite Cartel colt out of the Dam Makeover, who has produced the 2-time graded stakes winner New Look and the stakes winner Total Change. His second dam is Elon Special, a winner of the All-American Futurity. Hip 61 is In the Mode, a Favorite Cartel filly out of Makeover. She's a full sister to hip number 60. In addition to New Look and Total Change, Makeover has also produced the Grade 1 stakes placed runner Renewed and Made Over. Hip 70 is the first foal out of the Walk Through Fire mare Moonwalking. This Kitty Up filly is from the family of Grade 1 winner Circle City, Grade 2 winner Nomadic, and stakes winner Lovely Evening. Hips 95 and 96 are full brothers sired by Favorite Cartel out of the Stel Corona mare once again. Their second dam is Forgive Him, who has produced the 3-time graded Derby winner Forget It and the stakes winner She Forgives. Hip 108 is Certainly Fast, a fly through the fire filly out of the talented mare Realistically. Certainly Fast is a half-sister to Miss Princess handicap winner Vivid and Autumn Stakes winner Just Be Real. Hip 110 is Count the Votes, a filly by Kitty Up out of Register to Win. She's a full sister to California Breeders Freshman Stakes winner Tustin Kid. Day 2 of the Equine Sale will feature many of Rolling A Ranch's most promising racing prospects. Hip 131 is Arrogance Unlimited, a colt by Favorite Cartel and out of Special and Proud. He's a half-brother to Grade 1 Edbert Million Futurity finalist Sail Topper and 2022 Kindergarten Futurity finalist J Perfect Deal. Hip 139 is Cutesy, a filly by Favorite Cartel out of the stakes-winning mare Sweet TR. This young broodmare has already produced sales runner-up Noble Rearing and 2022 Governor's Cup Futurity finalist Chivalry. Hip 151, Let's Leave, is a Favorite Cartel colt and the first foal out of the stakes-winning mare Time to Leave. Let's Leave's Grand Dam is Departing, who produced the Grade 1 winner Snitcher and the Grade 1 Golden State Million finalist Long Gone. Hip 153 is a colt by Favorite Cartel out of the 3-time stakes winner Tough to Figure. Her wins included the Grade 3 Las Damas Handicap and Ivan Ashman Stakes. This is her first foal. This family includes Grade 1 winners Separatist, Waymaker, and Make It Anywhere. Hip 156 is Forever Up, a colt by Favorite Cartel, and out of the outstanding graded stakes winner, Up For It. She won the Governor's Cup Futurity and has been a tremendous broodmare, producing the likes of Grade 1 winners Up and Atom, and She Goes Up, as well as the stakes winner, Set For It. Hip 157 is a full brother to Hip 156. This Favorite Cartel colt out of Up For It is a full brother to Spencer Childer's California Breeders' Championship handicap winner, Up and Atom. Hip 186 is a filly by Favorite Cartel out of the stakes winner, Bemused. She's a full sister to 2022 Grade 1 Ruidoso Futurity finalist, Beneficial, and a half-sister to PCQHRA Breeders Derby finalist, Benevolent. Her second dam is Just Think, who produced 3-time Grade 1 winner, Check My Thoughts. Hip 232 is Head for Home, a filly by Fly Through the Fire out of Departing, the dam of Grade 1 Vessel's Maturity winner, Snitcher, and Denim and Diamonds winner, Time to Leave. Hip 233 is a colt by the sensational sire, Apolitical Jess, and out of Grade 1 winner, Dynastia Toll BRZ. This colt is a half-brother to 2-time champion FDD Dynasty, and 5 other stakes winners, including Grade 3 winner Staggering Stride, and JM Mr. Destiny, a 440-yard stakes winner during his 2-year-old campaign. Hip 234 is a full sister to Hip 233. Her sire, Apolitical Jess, was the 2010 AQHA World Champion and has sired superstars like Expressum, Apocalyptical Jess, Apolitical Blood, and over 100 other stakes winners. Hip 247 is Noon It Is, a colt by Foose out of Now You Come at Noon, who is a sister to Grade 1 winners 10 O'Clock Scholar and Diller a Dollar. She's also the dam of the stakes winner Scholarly. Hips 248 and 249 are full brothers and are 2 of the standouts of the entire sale. Both were sired by Favorite Cartel and are out of the red-hot mare Nymph, who is the dam of Grade 2 PCQHRA Breeders Futurity winner Monopolist, who ran second to Impressum in the Grade 1 Vessel's Maturity. Nymph is also the dam of 2022 All-American Futurity runner-up Sicario V, 2022 Grade 1 Governor's Cup Futurity winner Frivolous, and 2022 Debutante Stakes winner Nymphette. She's also produced Grade 1 Derby finalist Gentleman Chuck and 2-time stakes finalist Nevada Charles. Hip 248 is a February colt. Hip 249 is a January colt. Both are tremendous specimens from one of the hottest breeding lines in quarter horse racing. The Los Alamitos Equine Sale will be held on October 1st and 2nd. To view the full catalog online, visit LosAlamitosequinesale.com.